Hi, Lappin. So, what did you think about that story about the old man I met at the pharmacy? Lappin, can you hear me? Hi. Okay. You're just ignoring me? Okay. Good. Good. I'm looking at you disdainfully right now, Lappin. Did you notice? Going from below, looking up. What? Why am I an idiot? No, I asked, did you like that story about the old guy? Jacob, why am I an idiot? Please tell me. What did I do this time? You're just saying it to get a rise out of me. Yeah, why don't you, Jacob? You are basically Norman Mailer. You realize that? Yeah. I bet you're gonna stab your first wife. And then we'll be on a talk show, and I will vaguely hint at it, and then you'll bring it up, and then you'll become irate, and you'll threaten the old woman that's on the show with us. And then the host will start to slander you on air, or something like that. So, are there any good, do you guys know of any good books coming out soon? Like being released? Did any of you guys order Women and Men by Joseph McElroy? It's coming out. I think it's shipping now, actually. Maybe people are getting them. Yeah, they're reprinting it. The publisher DZANC Books, Dzank, I don't know how to say it. Dzonk, Danzig. Well, yeah, they're reprinting it. I think it's actually being shipped now, like yesterday or something. They started shipping it, but it's like $30, I think. You can order it from the website. The British Museum. Hmm. Huh. I don't know anything about British museums. Yeah, my school library has McElroy, Women and Men, two copies actually. And I wonder how many people have read them. I don't really have much of an interest in it, honestly, but seems seems to be getting a lot of notice. Oh, did you guys know Evan Dara has a new book coming out this summer? That's always really nice. I'm really looking forward to it. Although I haven't read his third book yet. Pizarnik is She's Argentine, right? What about McCarthy? What about McCarthy? The Passenger is postponed. I hope they're tricking us, but it seems to not be coming out for at least a year. Yeah. I've been keeping up on it. Jacob's been keeping up on it, and it's not looking good, boys. The weird thing is, the manuscript is already in his archive in San Marcos, Texas. I visited it. They have a box for the book. They don't let you see it though. I was planning ways I could sneak in, but it would be too hard. Probably have to knock out an old woman, and that's not. I'm not really interested in doing that. So just have to wait. But damn, I'm really looking forward to it. There are actually some recordings online on YouTube if you're interested. It's called The Passenger. Honestly, I think McCarthy's way better than Pinecone. Pinecone includes too many goofy things. Who is the greatest goofy author? Is there even like a great goofy author? Would Dostoevsky be considered goofy? Oh shoot, I don't know. Who is the greatest goofy author, guys? I need help with this. Who's the greatest goofy author? Rabelais wouldn't even be considered goofy. Dr. Seuss, nah. Lawrence Stern isn't even goofy. Who's goofy? I think Dostoevsky may be one of the only goofy ones. No, Ezra Pound. No, dude, like their actual works, not the people themselves. I mean, like their actual works. Pepys, yeah, Pepys is goofy, but he's not really. I mean, like actual like books. Actually, Chaucer may be goofy. Chaucer's pretty goofy. Even his language is goofy. So, I don't think Dante's goofy though. Boccaccio maybe. No, maybe not actually. Dean Young. Yeah. Or yeah, it's funny. Four Ages of Poetry by Peacock. Shakespeare. Yeah, Shakespeare does get pretty goofy sometimes. Really crazy stuff. That's actually a good point. Yeah, Shakespeare's pretty goofy. Like people talking to ghosts when only one person sees them, or dressing up as men or women. Yeah, that's actually a good point. That's a good point. Shakespeare's probably the greatest goofy writer. Is Finnegan's Wake the most goofy work possible? Is Joyce the goofiest? Maybe. Maybe. Thomas Bernhard is goofy. Yeah, Gertrude Stein is goofy. Come on, Tender Buttons. You're the one who forced me to read Tender Buttons. And it's goofy. Who was the priest dude? What? I don't know. Did Milton have children? His stuff isn't goofy though. Yeah, Bernhard is goofy, dude. Like, it's like hardcore goofy, but it's goofy. Welsh? Oh, Gerard Manley Hopkins. Do you mean Gerard Manley Hopkins? The poet from like the Victorian era? I don't know if he was a priest or well, he may have been a priest or something. I know he was religious. West, yeah. Kalevala, yeah, probably. I only know the Kalevala through. Oh, sorry. I only know the Kalevala through Sibelius, his tone poems, etc. I haven't actually read it. Yeats? I don't know. In which poems was he goofy? Or do you mean it has other stuff? Auden said it. Oh, if Auden said it, it must. No, just kidding. But I don't know. I've never read Auden, really, too much. Alexander Pope was pretty goofy. Now that I think about it. John Wieners, yeah, John Wieners was goofy. He's pretty good. I actually found, I think it's called what, Supplication or something like that. I actually found his book of poems by just randomly walking through the library and finding it because it looked like it was a good cover. I actually judged it by its cover, and yeah, it was pretty good. I read the poem, John Wiener's poem, where he talks about, I think he's standing with his mom in the subway or something like that. That was the first poem I turned to, and it was really good. The Stuffed Owl. I haven't. I haven't read it. It's so late. Oh yeah, Bib Blue Atlas. Yeah. My vice is Mountain Dew, and I just drank a can like 3 hours ago. So this train ain't stopping. But diarrhea metaphors. Oh God. Oh God, I can imagine. Yeah, Jesus. That's funny. I can imagine him doing that too. Mountain Dew Kickstart, probably like 3 years ago, but I haven't had it since. I really do like Norton's Book of Light Verse. I know that's not like bad poetry, but uh, they have an anthology of light verse, and it's really good. A lot of Dorothy Parker, uh, Edna St. Vincent Millay, some of T.S. Eliot's early poems. Oh, Dennis Smith. It's bullshit. I had to read some of his poems for my poetry class last semester. Bad. Mark Leidner is one of the only good poets I read last semester for all the contemporary poets. Mark Leidner. He has a short story collection coming out in June, I think. Under the Sea, I think is the title. And his poetry collection is Beauty Was the Case They Gave Me. And he's actually pretty good. But really, no one else was very good. An ARC for what? Are you an ARC black market fiend? Yeah, dude. If you could hook me up with Mark Leidner's short story collection, I would appreciate it. I'll send you some good shit. I could probably, I'll hook you up with something. Trying to think of what would be suitable. The blue and yellow cover. I'm not sure. I think the cover changed recently. That's why I say I'm not sure. Because it was originally like a pink cover. Yeah, yeah. It should be the Scuba Dude. Yeah, I think that's the new one. But it's called like Under the Sea by Mark Leidner. It's coming out, I think, June 26th or something. They keep pushing it back. It was originally supposed to be out like now. Oh, dude. That's such a funny picture, Jacob. ASMR Boar has no crack money. Like, oh my god, I can't believe I did that. Oh shit. Alright. Good night, Lapin. It's always nice to have you here. Yeah, pizza. I really... Alright, I'll read it. Jesus Christ. I'll read it. I was going to read it without that coercion, but now with the coercion, I'll read it. Yeah, I mean, I have a really hard time finding good contemporary poetry. Um, I've found poets who were born in like the 50s. That's like the most recent I found I really like. Well, I do really like Hera Lindsay Bird. She has some good poems. They're not for everyone, but I think if you like E. Cummings, you would like her stuff. I really like E. Cummings, so I would recommend it. Uh, Daniel Popick is really good. His debut poetry collection came out, The Police. That's another extremely good one. He's in his early 30s. I think Hera Lindsay Bird's in her like mid to late 20s. Gregory Ferrer, he's really good. I may have it here actually. Yeah, here. I'll show you guys some contemporary poems I have here. They're pretty good. This one's not contemporary, but it's really good. It's Derangements of My Contemporaries. You guys read that? It's one of New Direction's chapbooks. That's the guy's name. I'll just read a couple of them here. So, just so you have an idea. Here it is. It says inevitable. Can you guys read that? So it's inevitable is the title. And then these are the lines. Feeling ill, still drinking. For obscure reasons, beating your sons and daughters. Attending a meeting at the height of summer. Performing a ceremony with sweat streaming down. Beating and berating a cherished concubine for the wife. Burning prayers for other people. Being treated as a transient visitor in a poor temple. Being coerced to collude with a powerful superior. An old man begging to retire on account of his age. So those things are inevitable. And this guy is a Chinese poet from, I think, around 700 AD. And this one's titled Vexing. The spleen and stomach not cooperating while eating magnificently flavorful food. Being unable to parry the affections of a poor relation. A fan that doesn't shoo flies or mosquitoes. Wearing unreliable clothing. Being unable to lead a donkey or a horse. Ignoring a back itch while a superior sizes you up. Oh my god. Isn't that perfect though? Like, can you imagine a guy from like 700 AD writing that? Man. Another guy I found who's really good is Joshua Marie Wilkinson. His book of poems is called The Courier's Archive and Hymnal. It looks like this here. Pretty cool cover. And I'll read one of his first poem in here. I think he's in his like mid-30s. Okay. Dragging a long hull and following the debased coinage of ancients, I blocked through the consumptive river, looking into a wood grown huge without kings or their servants, cutting doors from oaks. Night stalled wet with gulls against mission islands, a corduroy song I could holler into the ghost maze, commands of a body to falter. A long, weird sleep under dripping boughs, my breath a gold cloud puffed into rabbits, and from my dream the token used for a bathtub stopper. Fog lulling at a bend where the ravine shunts to weed, river's edge a brain of mica, claimed for ice melt. It sucked off my boot, and I tossed the other into a hollow. So I think this guy's a really good poet. He has like 5 books out or something, maybe more. And then the last one I really like is Gregory Marr. He's a provisional map for the lost continent. Gregory Marr. And I think I've read him before. He's in his, I think, mid-40s, but he's really good. Hey Jacob, can you type something? I think my stream froze periodically or momentarily, and oh, everyone fell asleep. I know. I thought my stream froze. Wow, guys, I think we're all getting too tired, and all right. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and shut her down, boys. Let's do this every day. All right. Good night, Biblioatlas. Thanks for coming. I enjoyed you being here. Hey, Pizza, if you ever want to talk, just hit me up. We can talk on Skype or whatever. If you're interested. I'm not trying to coerce you, but if you're ever bored and want to be entertained. All right, boys. Have a good night. I enjoyed it. Death is a gang boss. Death is a gang boss.